I'm Deepak Chopra. You're watching One World with Deepak Chopra, and today we're coming to you from Deepak home base in New York City. And my very special guest for this particular show is Shaifali Puri. She's the Executive Director of Global Innovation at Nike. So thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. I always start the show by getting to know the person a little bit. So where did you grow up?
I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And your parents were first-generation immigrants?
My parents were first-generation immigrants, came from India to pursue graduate degrees and somehow found their way to the American South.
Yeah.
My brother and I spent our lives there.
Yeah, wherever there was a job.
Exactly, wherever there was a job or a family member.
What did they do? What did your parents do?
Very non-traditional. My dad is an engineer, my mother is a doctor.
Oh, good.
They pursued shocking paths for Indian immigrants. But yeah, fairly
and
traditional.
how many brothers and sisters?
I have a younger brother, one younger brother.
Okay, so you went to high school in Atlanta?
Yeah, I grew up there. spent my whole life there until college. High school, all the way through high
college?
school. I went to Princeton in New Jersey.
Oh, wow. That's another typical Indian story.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
You have to go to
You have to go to a really good school, right? My brother didn't get that memo, but I did.
I see. And then, after Princeton?
Then I went to work. I've had a very circuitous path. I went to work as a journalist for a few years, and then I went off to law school on the West Coast. Came back and practiced law for a few years, working with Eliot Spitzer when he was the Attorney General. And then when he became the governor, I went to work in his administration, his short-lived administration, and then after that I went to run an organization called Scientists Without Borders, working on global development challenges.
So you worked with the governor, right? In a legal capacity, a lawyer?
I worked with him when he was Attorney General in a legal capacity.
Wow.
I did all appellate litigation for the state of New York.
How was that experience?
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
It really was. I had brilliant colleagues. He was wonderful to work for,
course.
and I got to work on really exciting issues. And then when he became governor, I went to work for the New York State Economic Development Agency, so working on very big development projects.
What was Scientists Without Borders?
Scientists Without Borders is a wonderful NGO that was created by a group of partners led by the New York Academy of Sciences and in conjunction with the United Nations Millennium Project. And the whole mission of the organization was to connect science and technology resources around Millennium Development Goal challenges, but to do so in an innovative way. So we leveraged a web-based platform, and we were one of the early entrants into the world of crowdsourcing for social change. Right. So we enabled scientists, technologists, non-scientists from around the world to collaborate via a web platform. And then we worked with very large multinational organizations, philanthropies, government agencies to design and execute innovation-based projects. So how would you come up with a better version of micronutrients for the poorest women in the world? How would you come up with a better form of packaging for the nutrition intervention that you deliver to millions of people in refugee camps so that it's more sustainable? So we would come up with non-traditional ways of finding the answers.
And you'd also crowdsource the funding.
Yes. So, we didn't crowdsource the funding as much as we crowdsourced the expertise. So we would allow any user on the planet to come to our platform and say, I have a challenge. I'm a person working in an NGO in Uganda, and I need a better solar water purification system. Who can help me come up with a better one? And then with our big institutional partners, we would work with them to say, okay, you've been trying to discover a better micronutrient delivery mechanism to women. How can we actually engage a world of non-traditional expertise? So you've looked inside your company, you've gone to all the usual actors. How do we engage the people who have never thought about this problem?